Hello YouTube, this is Dhruva Mundodi and welcome to my channel Mundodi Vlogs. So my dear friends, today I am riding my 1996 cast iron Bullet 350. So it's been almost 2 years since I got this bike restored and it has been great since then. But from day one I have noticed that the front brake was not very efficient, but considering the fact it's a 29 years old bike and when it rolled out of the showroom in 1996, maybe the braking standards was acceptable, but at this day of age in 2025 I seriously felt the need of a powerful brake. But I was totally confused on which kind of a brake setup should I go for. Should I go for the disc brake setup from the classic 350s or the newer standard 350, or should I go for the bigger drum brake setup from the Bullet 350s which came in 2016-2017? And it was at this moment I decided I seriously have to consider upgrading my bike's front brakes, because one idiot on road is all it takes. As usual, I'm at my trusted old garage, Ideal Garage Sulya. It's a 50 plus years old motorbike garage and they're specialized in restoring vintage bikes, especially the cast iron bullets. So finally, after a lot of research, I had decided to go with the upgraded bigger drum brake setup from the BS3 Bullet 350s, which came in the year of 2015-2016. So back in those days, these bikes came equipped with the dual cam bigger drum brake setup and they were pretty effective, and I know it for sure because I have personally used it on my 2016 BS3 Bullet. I could have easily gone with the upgraded disc brake setup from the BS6 Bullet 350s, but considering the vintage value and vintage look of my bike, a disc brake setup would look out of place, and hence I have decided to go with the drum brake setup. I'll just fast forward the process of dismantling of the wheel, and it's almost out of the bike. Okay, now he has placed the wheel on a vise so that he can dismantle all the other parts related to the brake assembly, and that's the brake liner and it's almost worn off. Okay, now it's time for him to take off the speedometer worm. Here you can see this is the speedometer worm, and now he's removing the wheel axle and that's the wheel bearing. So these are the new parts. Spokes,
Speedometer drive, front axle,
okay,
front wheel bearing.
okay.
ಅಂಗಡಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಇದು ಕಸದಾಗಿಟ್ಟು
ಬೇಡ ಇರಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಇದು ಸಿಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಮ್ ನೋಡಿ.
ನೋಡಿ,
ಒಂದು ಸಾವಿರ ಲೀಟ್ರ್ ಇದು ಮೀನು ಸಾಕೋದು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ.
ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ ತೋರಿಸಿ.
ಡಬಲ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್
with the brake cam,
ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್, ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ವೀಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್.
There is a visual size difference between the new drum and the old drum. Now before we send our drum to a specialist for fixing the spokes and getting it integrated with the wheel rim or the disc, we'll have to fix the wheel bearing and the wheel axle first so that he can place it on a vise and get his work done. Also, for the wheel balancing work, you need the wheel axle. It's a very slow and time consuming process, because if it's not done properly, the bike will tend to vibrate or the bike will move to a side, like it might go to left or it might go to right. There won't be a proper balanced ride. And finally we have the new drum fixed to the wheel and it has arrived from the specialist shop. Here you can see some watertight seals and washers which will protect the wheel bearings from any water damage. With any alteration or modification job, there will be always a level of uncertainty and you should always be ready to face that. And we too had faced a similar issue when a particular spacer was missing in our brake kit, and when it was not available in any spare part shop, we had to custom make it. So we took a old wheel nut and using a grinding machine, we custom made a spacer based on our requirement, and it came out pretty good. It all depends on the experience of the mechanic. This is the bigger brake liner with dual cam setup. Okay, smooth as butter. This is the new speedometer worm. He's checking if it's working, and it's working perfectly fine. I also decided to replace the old brake cable with the new one so that I get to experience the complete benefit of a new brake setup. It's always a good practice to apply some grease on the brake lever so that it will prevent the water ingress issue into the brake cable and thereby stopping it from getting hard very soon. And finally, my Bullet 350's front brake is working as expected. I really like the bite and feel of the brake. It's really effective. I'll be definitely posting a video after maybe after 5 or 6 months, or maybe after using my bike for about 2 or 3,000 kilometers. But for now, it's butter smooth and feels really good to use the bike, and I feel really confident while riding the bike. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. I hope you have found my video to be informative and interesting. If you have liked my video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to Mundodi Vlogs, please subscribe to my channel Mundodi Vlogs for more such informative and interesting videos in the future. Thank you, friends.